Happy Tuesday and welcome to Extol Live. I'm Angie Fenton. Glad to have you here today. It is all things wedding related. Look at these two crazy kids right behind me. Photography by Tony Bennett Photography almost 8 years ago. Oh my goodness. If you don't know, that's my husband, Jason Applegate, who is not only my partner in life, but in business, and also president of the New Albany City Council. And looking, I think, rather dashing in that tuxedo right there. We've got some great guests today, and we have some great giveaways. We have guests who are gonna offer discounts, not just for brides and grooms. We're gonna give away a dinner for two to Vincenzo's downtown Louisville, as well as a pair of beautiful earrings from Kincaid Jewelers. But first, just wanna say thank you to our sponsor before we get to our first guest. And of course, that's NWSB, otherwise known as the New Washington State Bank, which I'm proud to say is also the presenting sponsor of Hospice Health's Dancing with Our Southern Indiana Stars, which Jason and I are still training to boogie in and compete against our other fellow dancers. But if you don't know NWSB, take a look. Since our humble beginnings in 1908 as New Washington State Bank, we have offered banking the way you want it. Now known as NWSB, we have branches in the communities of Henryville, Charlestown, Borden, Jeffersonville, Sellersburg, Scottsburg, River Ridge, New Albany, and coming in 2022, a state-of-the-art branch in downtown Jeffersonville. As a local bank, all decisions are made right here in Southern Indiana. Our customers enjoy the personal relationships, and we value opportunities to show community support throughout the region. At NWSB, we offer myriad services and modern technology, from online banking to mobile apps with check capture. And we are always here to serve you face-to-face with a smile. At NWSB, you'll find banking the way you want it. Thanks so much for joining us for Extol Live, presented by NWSB. It's my pleasure to introduce our first guest today, Alexis Gregory of Stumler's Catering. But Alexis, even before we get to Stumler's Catering, which people know near and far, you are how many days away from your own wedding?
19.
Okay, so how did you and your fiance Shane actually meet?
We met on Bumble in 2019, and then we dated up until last July. We got engaged. And so, yeah.
How does the wedding guru go about planning a wedding and do it so that, I mean, you want to enjoy as a bride, right?
Yes, definitely.
But what are some things that you have learned? I mean, we love your mom, Debbie, so much. I mean, your whole family is just loved by this community, but how does the wedding guru plan a wedding? What are some steps you've taken?
Well, just we're so, I guess, in the business or in the industry that a lot of the vendors and people that we're using are just people that we've worked a lot with. So I feel super comfortable with letting them take charge of their respective things. And then also I have a lot of family that's in the wedding business or event business too. So I also, I feel like I had a good team of people I could call on.
You've got kind of a leg up in all of this. I actually asked you because I'm always curious, no matter what event or what's happening, if you work in the industry and then you also are going to do a personal celebration in the industry, who are you calling? That's what I want to know. So who are you calling?
Well,
and you can pull out that vendor list.
I did. I've made a list of them all. We have Stumler's Catering.
Of course.
And then Rhonda Stumler Designs.
Yes.
Naomi Ruth Photography. The Calumet Club. Kerber's Jewelry. Cher's Bridal. Men's Warehouse. Three White Leopards Boutique. Juicebox Heroes.
Ah, Dan Farmer. Yes. He hosts our Extol Eats.
Yeah. And then Bliss Travel. Nothing Bundt Cakes, Louisville Orchestra, Extreme Transportation, the Omni Hotel, West 6th Brewery, Angie Maxwell Airbrush, Emily Marlowe, makeup artist, Casey Murphy with makeup, Strand Salon, Lisa Vanover, and then Natalie's Beauty Shack. And then I think Extol might be hopefully coming too a little bit as well.
Yes, we are definitely. We were at your recent shower. We sent Catherine
Yeah.
Harrington. We were at your shower.
Yes.
What do you look forward to the most? In addition to, I mean, it's been a long time since I was married, but there's a lot of stress that goes into it.
Yes.
So, all of that aside, I mean, what do you truly look forward to on the big day?
I am looking forward to just marrying Shane. I'm super excited. I really love him a lot. So, I mean, I know it's going to be beautiful, and we're going to have like our closest like friends and our family and everyone there, and we're going to have a good time. I'm looking forward just to like celebrating that. So,
I know we've got a picture of Shane and Alexis. In fact, I'm pretty sure, I think I put about 15 of them in there because I love all of them. What is it about Shane that, I mean, you just knew this is it?
I just feel like when we first met each other, we really connected. Like our first date was 3 hours long, and I like didn't look at my phone the whole time. That at the end of it, I looked at it and like my mom had texted me, my sister, like I had left work early to get ready for this date. So like people from work were like, "Where are you at? Where have you been? Like, do we need to come find you?" And I'm like, "No, I'm fine. Like we just had a really good time together." So
Oh, I love that. Let's throw that one where you're throwing your hat up again on the screen, because I think was that the save the date?
it was.
So
Yeah.
we received the save the date, and the first question that I said was, how many takes? So you've got to tell me how many takes, because I love this so much. I've kept this.
It took a couple because a few times I think I may have
Did
gotten
you
close
hit
to
her?
hitting Naomi. Yeah.
Okay. Naomi, you did a smashing job on that.
But it was her idea. We just had a lot of fun like doing all of those photos. So she was like, "Let's just try something different." So I hopped on his back and she was like, "Why don't you throw your hat?" And I
Oh,
was
I
like,
love it.
"Okay." So
You've written for Extol, which, by the way, the new issue is coming, just like with everything else in this world, supply chain, demand, all of those kinds of things. I mean, there was the issue before, our paper was stuck in Canada for a while and there was no truck driver, but it's coming, and it's wedding themed, and I'm really excited. We've got a great cover and all kinds of just wonderful vendors and partners, wedding partners of ours that are featured in it. You'll see Alexis and Shane in that as well.
Yeah.
But you have written for us, and again, as a wedding guru, because you are your mom,
thanks.
and I mean the two of you together, you do catering right. But you've written for us, and we need to pull you back in. What are 3 tips that you would give that are must-haves when it comes to wedding? All things wedding, you've got to do these 3 things.
I think you need to go with your gut on vendors that you're comfortable with, and then you need to trust them too, because they, they know what they're doing, and they've probably worked in that space, or they just know what they're doing. They're the professionals, so you got to trust them a little bit. And then, gosh, to not stress, because it's all falling into place. I know we're 19 days away, but I'm kind of feel like we're ready. We've done all the planning, and I don't want to get it over with, like I was telling you, but I'm excited for it, so I'm kind of just ready to do it.
Okay, that's 2. Number 3.
And then timelines, just making sure you stick to those, because at the end it kind of makes it a little less stressful, because I did a lot in the beginning, kind of took a break, and now it's just more like revisiting things or tweaking them what I originally thought, but it makes it a lot less stressful at the end.
I love that Mom and Dad came in to Extol today. We're in New Albany on the corner of Market and Vincennes, and that was a delight to see them there. I'm just going to call you out just because I think it's amazing. You had a stack of clothes, and everybody who works at Extol can say pot, kettle, because that's how I walk in. I don't know what I'm going to feel like actually putting on when I have to be on camera.
Yeah.
But all of them were these wonderful white or cream or ivory options. Are you wearing white as much as possible right now?
Yes.
I did that.
I am, and I have like a purse that says bride on
Oh,
it. I'm like,
yes.
I might
Live
as
it
well.
up.
It's my chance to flaunt it. So I'm just like, yeah.
What you're wearing today is amazing. Do you remember where you got this?
I got this at Three White Leopards.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that is one of
Yes,
the
one of-
vendors that you named.
Yep.
And where is Three White Leopards?
They are an online boutique.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're amazing. You look
Thank
fantastic.
you. Yes, I know. I tried a few different things on in the bathroom before I came out.
Well,
So I wasn't sure what.
you were going to look amazing in all of them, that's for sure. And the wedding dress, has Shane seen it yet?
No,
Are
and
you-
he doesn't want to know anything about it because he wants to be surprised that day. So he doesn't know if I'm going to come out looking like a cupcake or if I'm going to come out in like something form-fitting or complete surprise for him. So it's been hard though not to tell him because I'm excited for it. So
Oh, well, I appreciate you, Alexis, taking the time, but I want to switch gears for a second and talk about Stumler's Catering, because again, you all do it right. What's the most fun for you and your mom, Debbie, when it comes to like the tastings and things and brand new brides and grooms? What is fun about that for you all?
I like just meeting the new couples because they're always so excited to like start planning or to do the wedding kind of things. And so I kind of feel a little more relatable to all the people we've met and are meeting right now, and a little empathetic too when it comes to some things. Because we hear, like, even though we're talking food and catering, we also hear some of the other things that are going on with them, or, you know, good or bad or indifferent. But just, it's nice to kind of, I guess, know those things and be able to help them if we can.
You get to meet, I'm sure, all kinds of people. I think one of the things always reminded myself, because Jason actually did a lot of the planning, because I didn't pick the colors, I didn't pick the flowers. They would ask me, and what kind of flowers do you want? And I would be like, pretty, and colors, pretty. And
Yeah,
so
right.
he did all that. Those were not the things that were important to me. I wanted good music. I wanted a dog in it, and I did. And just to be surrounded by people that we love. But I also think emotions come out that you don't expect, because the wedding is one thing, but really it's about the marriage.
Yeah.
And this is the big step, the big plunge into the rest of your life together. Your food is always amazing. What do people ask for the most? What do they want to make sure is on the tables?
With catering wise, I would say if we're talking specific foods, everyone seems to love our cheddar cheese torte.
Yes.
That is like a number one thing. And then they love the brisket, as does, since I see food all the time, it's important to me for sure, but I feel like I have my favorites that I wanted Shane to have a chance to be involved, and I let him choose the menu, and I know his family loves the brisket, so we will be having that at our wedding too, I think.
Duly noted. As a guest, duly noted, that's for sure. You have weathered the pandemic. I know we still are in the midst of, what can be really chaotic times.
Yeah.
I remember talking to you way back in 2020 and talking about, most of everything was postponed and things were done so differently. As a whole, what does the wedding industry look like here, summer 22?
We've been really busy so far, and it's kind of been my own personal struggle balancing working and everyone else's weddings, and then planning and getting everything finalized for my own. So that's been my own thing here lately. But yeah, it's just been a busy time for us here in the spring and then the fall. Those are just always the two most popular months. So I feel like I'm going to be getting my wedding done, take our honeymoon, and then it's back.
Where are you headed?
We're going to Italy.
Oh, are you sure you want to come back? That sounds amazing.
No, not really. We were talking. I was like, should we stay a little longer? And he's like, Alexis, I have to work. And I'm like, okay.
And you have to get back in there as well.
Yes.
Well, can't wait for you. Can't wait to be there. Love Stumler's Catering. Stumler's has been a partner of ours since the very beginning. Thank you.
Oh,
We
of
appreciate
course.
that. And
You all are awesome.
can't wait to see whether she looks like a cupcake, her words, not mine, or something, what did you say, sleek
A
and
little more like form-fitting and a little just something something, something. I don't know.
Oh, that's my favorite. It's always the little details, I
Yes.
think, that make attending a wedding so much fun. And speaking of little details, one of our favorite venues, Loft at the Biscuit Lounge, is over in Louisville. It's right there off of 64. And a little known fact, the owners, though, they're Southern Indiana and longtime Southern Indiana residents as well. Take a look.
I'd like to introduce you to Loft at the Biscuit Lounge. We're located at 120 South 10th Street, Louisville's premier event space. We are unique in the fact this place has a magical appeal to it just in general, but we can also finesse it to whatever type of look you would want because we have a design firm right below. Here at the Biscuit Lounge, Barry and I went with an editorial approach to designing the loft space. More black-white tones, also a few metal tones as well throughout. We wanted to make sure that it is easily finessed to whatever style you would like, that those styles seem to match the best with other styles. The Loft at the Biscuit Lounge is set up perfectly for caterers. Easy access from the street, an elevator that easily takes you up to the second floor. You can place your food anywhere you want to in this space. We have a full service bar with amazing bartenders. Restroom facilities are ample. Also, we have 2 egresses out of the building as well. We are set up to service many different types of events. We've had really fun ones in the past, rhythm and blues events, also murder mystery, that was a fun one. We can also do receptions and weddings, and basically any type of event you want to throw, we're set up for it. Barry and I are very excited about Loft at the Biscuit Lounge. We're very proud of it. We've put a lot of our heart and soul into it. It fits our personalities perfectly. And we finessed it to echo what we really think is important with style. And also, I think anybody that comes up here would agree with us. It has just a magical appeal to it. When you're wanting to get a hold of us, you can go to the loftatthebiscuitlounge.com and all the information you need is there.
Thanks for joining us for Extol Live, presented by NWSB, otherwise known as New Washington State Bank, and the presenting sponsor of Hosperis Health, Dancing with Our Southern Indiana Stars. We are so glad to have Maddie from Momily, who is joining us today. Now, coming up in just a little bit, we're going to tell you how you can win a dinner for 2 to Vincenzo's, and we're also giving away some earrings from Kincaid Jewelers. But I think, Maddie, I mean, if you've ever been in Momily, you have so many items and they're always so wonderful, but I feel like you brought the best of the best when it comes to all things wedding.
Yes, so we try to cater to everyone that comes into our store. So if you are a bride or if you have a wedding to go to, bachelorette trip, you name it, we got you covered. So
Can
yes.
we save this one for last?
Absolutely,
Okay.
we can.
Let's work our way, if you don't
Yeah.
mind, maybe starting with some earrings.
Of course, so some fun earrings. We love that for bachelorette trip. You know, they're just fun to have for parties you might have. Love those. They're good gifts.
And I mean, Maddie, you have, because of course we are talking, and I'll kind of put these down a little bit so that I know that there's a glare on these, and this one turned on me. That one says, of course, bride, and this one says
Yes.
bride.
They're all the bride, and we do have some as well that say bride tribe. So if you want to get some for your
I love it.
bridesmaids, yeah, those are just great gifts, fun to pop on if you're on the beach maybe for a bachelorette trip.
I love these.
Anything, yeah.
And one of the things that I love about Momily,
Uh-huh.
I'll stay on the wedding theme, I promise you, but the thing is, Momily has those earrings for every occasion.
Oh, everything you could ever want.
And I absolutely love that.
It's always fun to have a fun earring. You know, why not? Life is short,
Yes.
why not?
And these look really big. I have actually several pairs of these, and oh my goodness, and different kinds of themes. They're super, super light.
Very
and I think
lightweight.
That's a
yes.
big deal
It
for
is,
all
it
of the
is.
celebrating.
Yeah, I mean, those are fun. Like I said, if you're running around town, you know, if you're on the beach, wherever you are, you don't have to worry about them weighing you down. So those are great. Great gifts. Great to have to celebrate.
Now, okay, I am a sucker for
A good
the
cocktail.
little, these are the little 5-inch napkins.
Yep.
Cocktail napkins, because I mean, whether they're mocktails or cocktails, you know they're coming.
Exactly.
And
So yeah, these are awesome if you're having any kind of shower, maybe if you're hosting something, if you're going and you want to bring a little gift. So of course you have Mr. Right and then Mrs. Always Right. So
Oh, did I just slip you $9 for those? Here, I'm gonna put those in my
love them.
pocket.
They're so good.
My husband will love these.
love those. They just make it fun. That with maybe a bottle of champagne, you're good to go to a wedding shower.
I love it. Oh my gosh, he's
Yes.
gonna be so happy when I bring these home.
Right. Well,
Okay.
they're true, you know.
This,
Love
I
a
mean,
clutch.
you don't have to be a soon-to-be bride or a brand new bride. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. So I know we're all trying to plan for bachelorette trips. You want something fun. And bags like this, I mean, you can use it all the way through your honeymoon. They're just great to have. You can have it on the day of, have some lip products in there. It holds just enough for your phone, some hand sanitizer. It does go crossbody, which is great. We love that. So yeah, I love those items that can carry you throughout your wedding season, from bachelorette party all the way to honeymoon and beyond. So
yeah.
love that one.
I love this, but you saw my eyes
Yes.
fully
Hold this for
light
ya.
up
Yes.
when you walked in here
How
with this.
How cute is that? The little Mrs. bag. So if you're going somewhere tropical, I mean, how amazing would that be? So precious. Even later on, like I said, keep using it. You don't have to stop having
No, you
Mrs.
don't.
stuff right after the wedding, right?
When people come into Mom Lee for the first time,
Yes.
I remember my reaction. But what do you see, Maddie?
Oh my goodness. So many just amazing products, and we really just try to cater to all of our customers, and we have a little bit of everything, you know, from bridal to some men's, kids, women's apparel, giftables. I mean, you name
Holidays
it.
are amazing at Mom
Holidays
Lee.
are absolutely incredible. Coming up on Halloween, Christmas, you'll have to come in and see it, because it's just, we go crazy for holidays.
I just looked like,
Yes.
oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna be here a lot longer than what I thought I was.
Right, absolutely.
All right.
Little glass there for richer or poorer.
Get it? Pour, for those of you who are
Pour.
pun fans. It says pour.
Yes, again, I'm such a big fan of cute little gifts like this. So if I'm going somewhere, just grab some of those, grab a bottle of champagne, put a little ribbon around it, little note, you're good to go.
Oh, that's a great gift.
Yeah, just easy, simple.
Yes.
Come in, grab and go. I know I'm always last minute for gifts and
That's
things
a
like
really
that.
great
So,
gift.
Yes, absolutely. The
Okay.
sashes, yes. So if you are planning maybe the bachelorette trip, or if you're even just asking, if you're the bride, asking your friends to be in your wedding, you gotta have a sash, you know, especially if you're going to Nashville or something like that. They're just fun. Why not? Why not?
I mean, I'm just gonna say, I'm not opposed to people, like, I mean, you work for Extol and you're getting married. I'm going to get you a sash from Mama Lee, and we're gonna have you just walk around.
Exactly.
I'm good
wear
with that.
it. Yeah, wear it all the way up until your day.
That makes it fun. I'm not
Yes.
gonna unravel this. I'll let you do this. But
Oh,
I
feel
also, when I saw this today, you brought this in. I almost always, when I write something on Facebook or I refer to him, I'll call Jason my hubby.
Right.
He has never once called me his wifey.
Well, maybe you can wear this and that'll change.
I mean,
How cute. It's just so fun. I think
It
this
is
is,
fun.
again, a great gift. Great just for yourself if you're excited. You just got engaged. You can wear it on the plane to your honeymoon, getting ready, you know, whatever. It's just so cute. And I love the color too. It's so soft, just matches with everything. Good to throw on with some leggings. You're good to go.
It is. I mean, I wish we could translate that through the screen. It is a really good quality sweatshirt.
Yes.
And if you're a sweatshirt snob, and I am one of those, I'm
Me
not
too.
a snob in many things, but I am about my sweatshirts.
Yes, has
this
to
is
be.
perfect. But what a great gift as
Yes.
well to be able to give someone, because you know they will continue to use it for years to come.
Exactly. So something like this might be a great gift paired with one of these items, which I know you're loving.
Okay. Do you notice that it says Mama Lee favorite here?
Yes.
Are you okay if I put my hands on this?
Oh, please.
I have to
please do.
preface this by saying something. So in our house, some of us just break things, and that is just the way life is. It's just
It
who we
happens.
are.
It happens.
Can you hear that?
It's not going to break on you.
I am blown away by how beautiful this is, but let's talk
Yes.
about the durability of it
Yes.
first.
So first of all,
I
it's
mean-
one of Oprah's picks, so you know it's great. It's dishwasher safe on the top rack.
Look how
It
gorgeous
is not
that.
going to break. It's food safe, PBA proof, all that good stuff. And what I love about this one is you can use it as a cake platter, so
Okay.
like this. But you want to switch it up, you can also use it for chips and salsa. So this is such a great gift. Like you
I'm
said,
in love
it's
with this.
beautiful just sitting on a kitchen counter. I think it's great because it is a 2-in-1. You know, for newlyweds, if you're just starting out, have some great kitchen items for hosting.
This is
yeah,
fantastic.
I love
and
it.
then you also have a beautiful tray
So we
set.
have many things from this line. It's Beatrice Balls, the brand. But I just brought 2 of my personal favorites to show you. So this platter, again, just a great, great gift. Pair it with maybe a gift card. That's what I would do. Maybe
Oh my
tape a little
gosh,
gift
yes.
card on here for Target or something. Write a little note, and that's your gift. So I love it. And it's practical, which is, we love that.
Because you will use this. I mean, I would use this at my house just to serve.
Absolutely.
It doesn't even matter.
Absolutely. And
All right, I'm
we've
gonna do
had
this.
customers actually come in and get these to use for like jewelry or
yes.
perfumes. You know, you can really get creative with it as
There we
well.
go.
So
Nice and sturdy.
Love it.
and I love hearing that.
yes.
Okay, so we're gonna switch over though.
Yes.
And you brought.
So we
some
have to have apparel as well, of course. So you might have your gift ready, but then what are you going to wear? So this dress is one of our favorites that just came in. Isn't it so fun?
Okay.
And
Can we show a little bit more full body here? I just want to see the length.
yes, yes.
Okay. All right. I might be that one wearing some tights or some
definitely.
leggings underneath that, but I just want to go and dance.
I know, it is so perfect, and it's blue, so if you're looking for your something blue, how fun would it be to wear on a bachelorette trip or to maybe one of your parties, if you wanted to, rehearsal dinner, you know, why not? It's fun, it's different, it's funky.
I'm in love with this.
It's just, it's so good. We absolutely love it. And I love finding pieces like that that are unique and different, but still very classy and wearable. So that's definitely one of those items.
And I have to say, one of the things that I love about Mama Lee is you show age diversity.
Yes, we do.
And as far as I'm concerned, if you feel comfortable in it, you can rock it. There are no rules.
Absolutely.
Oh, I just saw my husband. I'm pretty sure he said you can rock that. I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Yes, absolutely.
But
you can.
it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Love
okay.
that. So I also brought 2 different white dress options. So we have a long one here. Again, this would be great for a rehearsal dinner, any kind of parties you have leading up. If you're like my friends and just have, it seems like an excessive amount of parties leading up, you need different outfits. So here you are. This one is very elegant, very beautiful. This would be beautiful on like a beach setting too, if you change into it maybe after the ceremony. So.
And I know the detail with white doesn't translate as well on camera as it does in person, but I mean, it has these knots that are located up here, and I mean, it's just beautiful.
Yes. I mean, this is one of those dresses that just, it looks so elegant and like you got it from a bridal store, you know?
This is one of those that you want to make sure you film your reel, you slow down the footage, and then you pick one of those beautiful songs, and you know you're
I love that.
running in slow motion to love.
Yes, I love that. All right, next up is a short dress version. So this one is still pretty fancy, very fitted.
But wait.
Look at the back.
Peekaboo.
Yes, so this is huge right now. The open, so you're seeing this on open backs, on side cutouts, everywhere. It does have the elastic to keep it, you know, nice and comfortable for you. Has a little bit of a sleeve, so it's nice and appropriate.
And it's
yeah.
almost, I mean, it's not a poof, but it has a
does.
decorative sleeve here.
Exactly. It has a little bit of style to it. So it's a very simple dress, but it does have those little details that just make it very, very classic.
I love
Yes.
it.
And then the next two are options if you are a guest at a wedding. So this first one here,
that's
yes,
nice.
it feels so good. And I brought this one specifically because we are going into fall. So this one is a long sleeve option for you. It has a little bit of those deeper colors. Ties up here if you want to, or leave it open. Cinches here at the waist, this nice paisley print.
I love
great
that.
Option.
It
Put
is a
some new
great
heels.
option, and I am all about whenever I buy something for an event, I
Yes.
don't want to wear it just once.
Exactly.
I wanna
So
wear
This
this.
is one of those that you definitely, I mean, I think you could even dress this down and wear it with some white sneakers if you
Absolutely.
wanted to. So that's very versatile.
Okay,
And then the next thing is what I'm wearing is my pick. If I were going to a wedding coming up, this is something that I would wear. So I love this dress. It is nice and flowy. It is strapless.
Well, instead of me showing it,
Yes,
we should
wanna
have
look here.
you show it because it looks phenomenal.
Yes, absolutely. So this is just a very flowy dress. It is strapless here, but the thing I love about it is that it is so supportive. So you can dance, you can move. This dress is not going anywhere on you. And it's just very flattering on anyone because it's so flowy and comfortable. Throw it on with a jacket going into fall if you have a wedding in the later months leading up to winter, and you'll be good to go. I get hot at weddings anyway because I like to
You like
move
to
and
boogie.
groove, so yeah.
I can even see, I mean, you could throw
You could
on
belt it
a
if
belt.
you wanted. Again, I'm with you, Angie. If you can wear it more than once, then it is a piece for me as well. Wear it with some white sneakers, put on a denim jacket. I'd wear it just running errands or dress it up.
Maddie, tell me this, when people walk into your store, if they don't know what they're looking for, I've got an event, you all will help with that.
Absolutely. So we do our best to help every single person that comes into our store. And like we said earlier, we have a little bit of everything. So men's, kids items, apparel, home, gifts, you name it, we have it for you. So just come in and ask, and everyone that works at Momly is just so sweet and amazing.
Yes, they
I love
are.
our team.
Yes, they are.
We're very lucky to have such a great group of ladies, and yeah, we can help you with anything you need.
Okay, well, we're gonna go to a video in just a second here while I go get my wallet. I just have it. I already check. Okay, yep, check. There's so many
Yes,
things. I do want to make a recommendation for those of you who are watching. If you are not following Momly on Instagram, they're killing it, and you should definitely check it out because you are always showcasing the new items that you have. What is, I have to just ask this, weddings aside, what is one trend we're gonna see going into fall?
You know, bright colors.
Really?
Yes, which I love because I think that when you go into fall and winter, it's very easy to, you know, just wear all neutrals and kind of make it more boring in your wardrobe, but why not spice it up? So pops of colors, hot pinks, blues, things like that.
Color is back.
Color is back.
It means I have to retire all of my black athleisure that I've been wearing,
I
right?
love that too. Spice it up with some, you know, some
Throw
pink
some
shoes
color.
or something. There you go.
Maddie, I really appreciate you taking the
Of
time.
course, thank you
Melissa
so
Huff,
much.
owner of Momly,
Yes.
tell her we said hello and we'll come over and visit her very, very soon.
Absolutely.
Speaking of visiting, one of the places I recently had the opportunity to visit with videographer Colin Wood is the Carriage House over in Jeffersonville, and we had quite a magical time. Take a peek. Amy Jo, I don't think there's any other way to say this. The Carriage House here in Jeffersonville is absolutely magical place for weddings.
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about the history, because I think that's part of what not only makes it magical, but so intriguing as well.
Yes. The Carriage House is located on the beautiful campus of the Howard Steamboat Museum here in Jeffersonville, Indiana. It was a Southern Exposition house in Louisville, and in the late 1890s, the Howard family purchased it, set it here on a steamship, and they made it their carriage house for the property. While the mansion was being built, they lived above their horses and carriages. And when the mansion was done in 1894, the Howard family resumed their life in the mansion.
Which people can go and
Yes.
take tours, and
Definitely.
I just love that. But here at the Carriage House, how many people? This is a place that you wanted to hold your wedding reception, your bachelor or bachelorette party, or what have you. How many people can you seat and how? Because you have, I think, really neat areas.
Yes. We say inside we seat comfortably 100 people. And that's 12 tables in this room, and you can casually still stand, mingle, and you're not overcrowding your space. We also outside have seating availability. Our courtyard holds an additional 40 people, and our covered veranda holds additional 30 people, and that's seasonable and can be turned kind of inside, outside together with the space inside.
I mean, it is really a beautiful place, but I love the groom's area, and there's some history to that as well.
Yes, not only do we have a bridal suite for our brides and her bridesmaids, but our grooms have an extra space on campus. It was the laundry house for the Howards, so we've kind of turned that into a groom's pad per se.
And where we were standing, again, I mean, horses
Yes.
used to reside here, but you would never know that. I mean, it has retained the historic nature, but I mean, you also have some amazing accommodations to continue and keep up, you know, in terms of technology and
Yes,
things.
definitely. When they renovated it in 2018, they tried to keep as many of her bare bones as possible. Her original floors were turned into our sliding barn doors and the bridal suite window. And all the beams that you see, of course, is original. The only new structure that they added on to was our catering kitchen, the bar, and the restroom area at the back of the building.
So how does that work in terms of catering? Because that's always a big question.
Yeah.
And it also adult libations. What do you allow here?
We have a preferred catering list, but we have quite a few. I say close to a dozen, and they're all local. We like to kind of keep local with us. We get a lot of them very appreciative of their catering space. They have their own entry. We have a full stock kitchen, ice maker, and they can easily prep their food, get it served, and not interfere with the guest or the events during that time.
What do you love the most? I mean, because you're here all the time.
Yeah. I just love the feel. I don't know if some people can understand that buildings do have souls, and it's not that she's haunted. I've had to sleep overnight many a times, but she just has this good feeling about her, and I greet her every time I come in, and I tell her goodbye every time I leave, and it's beautiful, but you can feel her beauty too.
When it comes to booking for weddings in particular, I mean, how far out do people need to call you?
We say a month. We understand we do celebrations of life. We understand sometimes those are, quick and people would like to come in. Check availability. You never know. For weddings, of course, I've had miraculous 2 months advance and let's go for it. I've had 2 years. So it's just check availability, but we've got some open dates here and there.
So you never know. Just
Yeah,
go
exactly.
ahead and do that. Now, I have been in the space for what was an amazing business networking event. So while weddings are certainly the theme of the day, this is a tremendous place for whether it's an office, you're at office meeting, or for business networking. I mean, it's just a great space for an event.
Yes, we do a lot of different workshops for professional businesses. We have a projection screen that easily can be, hooked up to a laptop. We also do lunch and learn, where you come, have lunch, maybe network, workshop a little bit, and then take a tour of the museum and kind of tie some things in like that. So we have great technology for an old bones building that really do work great with our businesses.
An old bones building, though, that is filled with modern amenities, that's
Yes,
for sure.
definitely.
Amy Jo, what is the best way for people to contact you?
The best way is to email us. We look for us on Facebook, check us out on Instagram. That's the best way to contact us, and we try to get right to you within the first 24 hours.
Well, I follow you definitely, Facebook and Instagram, that's for sure, to see what's the latest and greatest. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us for Extol Live. I'm Angie Fenton. The Carriage House at the Howard Steamboat Museum is an amazing place to hold a wedding, a reception, so many different events, and it really was magical and historical. Loved Amy Jo talking with us, so make sure you take an opportunity to go and visit. It's one of the best venues in Southern Indiana. One of my favorite places isn't in Southern Indiana, but you know what? They have all kinds of customers from Southern Indiana. They love us on both sides of the river, which I appreciate. And Meredith is joining us today from Cartwheels, and Cartwheels, actually the full name, Cartwheels Paper and Gifts. You brought an array of items with you.
I did.
Let's start with this. Meredith, what is Cartwheels? I mean, paper and gifts.
We are an all-inclusive papers and gift store in Louisville, Kentucky, in St. Matthews area. And we, right now, we're really focusing on wedding invitations.
Yes.
Finally, weddings are back on, which is great because for a couple of years, everybody was postponing or having small, intimate ceremonies. So now the big parties are happening again, which I'm thrilled about.
I think it's a rare person who isn't at least involved or invited who isn't going, we're back.
Yes.
So does that mean because we've spent so much time in athleisure and Zoom and emails and all of that, are people finally going back to
Big parties.
Big is more.
Yeah, well, weddings for the last year have been outstanding. Our wedding invitation business has been booming, and I think it's a testimony to people are ready to celebrate again and be together, and it's wonderful. We're really excited about that.
So talk about some of these different examples
Certainly.
that you have brought here.
So wedding invitations are very specific to the bride and groom or the couple, and so you are going to want to make it kind of set the tone, set the stage for your ceremony or your celebration. So we have everything from very traditional to very modern and everything in between, every price range, every budget. We can help a couple set the stage for their wedding day. So wedding invitations, programs, menus, napkins, personalized, to match everything to coordinate. We've got any paper goods types of products you need for your wedding.
I mean, it really is the very start of your story as it involves other people. Obviously, the engagement and all of that, but when you open up, and whether it's a save the date or it's the actual invitation,
Absolutely.
It sets the tone.
Absolutely.
I see that there are different sizes, so what are you seeing right now?
We have a strong traditional element in this community. People really do enjoy a very traditional invitation, but you can add a little pizzazz, a little zhuzh with if you do a square. Square is very fun. That's awfully fun. The smaller scale, people are really liking more petite these days. Brides are very conscientious of resources and paper. They don't want to be wasteful.
Right.
So a lot of times they will say, you know what, we don't need that like 400-pound stock paper that maybe was trending for a while. But it really does, like you said, it sets the stage, sets the tone for the party that they're about to celebrate. So.
When it comes to sitting down, because I mean, I've been in Cartwheels and you have so many different options. Unless you are that bride or groom who goes, I know exactly what I want, what does that process look like for the rest of us who are like, I don't know what I want, but I need somebody, and obviously you have the expertise, I need somebody to help guide me.
And we love to do that. We work with brides all the time, couples, brides, grooms. They come sometimes together, sometimes the bride by themselves or with their mom. So we just kind of talk with them and kind of get a handle on what kind of style they are looking for. We're kind of the last stop as far as appointments go for couples usually. They've already got their venue, they've already got their caterer, they've already got their flowers. So they're kind of like breathing a sigh of relief, like this is the last piece of the puzzle, but it really, everybody else receives it first. So they've already got a kind of an image in their mind of what they want most of the time. So it's pretty easy to direct them. And like Alexa said, it's such a fun time of life for a couple that it's always an enjoyable experience. Even if they're stressed out about picking something, it's lovely.
Because, I mean, chances are you're not going to do this again. I mean, this is such at least in this fashion with the people who you're surrounded with. And so this is extremely special. This is a keepsake.
Yes.
A lot of us frame them.
Absolutely.
And still, I mean, I still look at mine every morning while I'm getting ready because I placed it somewhere and it serves as this reminder. So I have to ask, what are you seeing in terms of who is on the actual invitation? So for instance, this one, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so request the pleasure of your company at the marriage of their daughter. Are you still seeing that more formal and traditional, or are people kind of presenting themselves?
Sometimes we do it together with their families. If the bride and groom don't want to list all of the parents, because sometimes there's a big long list of that. Sometimes they'll do a son of under the groom's name. So that incorporates both sides of the family. The thing is about wedding invitations, there's no rules anymore. It used to be everyone's looked the same, everyone's read the same. No rules anymore. You can do exactly what you want to do, and it's completely acceptable. 20 years ago, that wasn't necessarily the case. But that brings me to when you look at your wedding invitation framed on your wall, you want to look at that 20 years from now and love it still. So that's when people are looking at wedding invitations, what I say to them is, think about if you're going to love this 20 years from now when you look at it, when it's in the frame on your wall. So,
as someone who works with her husband, I like having little reminders from way back
that special
then, right?
day.
And I know he feels the same way, but it's the truth because it kind of, oh yeah, remember that? So you're exactly right. You want to be able to look at it.
Yeah.
So you have all kinds of paper products and things, but you also have an array of great gifts.
Yes, thank you. So we do have a little bride wedding section in our store that's dedicated just to weddings. So we have some gift items, tumblers, similar to what the one you were just, this is Bride Tribe, and this is Bride for your wine on the go. We've got some stirs and some earrings, little bride bag. Look how cute that is, precious. Those little earrings are darling.
I love the bride bag. And yes, the Mrs. earring, I'm going to put my little brown skin on.
Those are a little bit delicate compared
They
to the
are
bigger ones. We've got
delicate.
the big giant pearl ones too that I think Mama Lee has those too. We have good taste, both stores, right?
Isn't that nice when that happens? By the way, I just want to let you know, Cartwheels is one of those locally owned businesses that truly supports other shops. I appreciate that about you. I appreciate the fact that you've supported us because you get it, that there's enough to go around and that we are stronger together.
Absolutely.
We don't
Small
have to-
business, supporting small business is huge in our store and in our square altogether. Chenoweth Square is made of all locally owned and operated businesses.
Love it.
And we are all in it together. And if small businesses aren't here, life would be very different. The landscape would be very different. You know that here in New Albany, it's just store after store of locally owned businesses, just great. It's great for the community. So
It definitely is, and when you open up the pages of, local business, business first, I always look for the positive, and then you see businesses that have closed, and your heart just kind of hurts for them, and
for
so
sure.
we have to support each other. But I love that about you. Can I hold your
Of
bride
course.
bag?
of course.
I've got to touch all the purses.
Isn't that precious?
This? Yes.
So yeah.
This is, I also, this is something to purchase before you get married, but I also loved gifts like this way back when I got married, because once a bride, always a bride.
That's right. I agree with you. And you can carry it all year throughout your wedding process, planning process, and then beyond. You're always the bride.
You're always the bride, absolutely.
He would agree, right?
He would. He hasn't called me wifey yet.
Right, I heard that
Hasn't
earlier.
called me
Maybe that's
wifey.
the newest nickname to be added to the list.
Though he's called me his bride, so what a great gift for your anniversary.
Wink, wink.
There's no subtlety in there at all. But you
And then
put-
we've got notes that you can write to mom or dad, to your in-laws, the day of the wedding. We've got cards, of course. The cellophane might be hard to read, but will you be my bridesmaid, my maid of honor? That's kind of a nice way to ask your friends to be participating in your special day. Wedding planners, anything to get ready for your big day. We'd love to help, and if we can't help you, like you said, we will direct you, hopefully, to a locally owned business that can help you.
What is the most fun about this for you? Because you've been working, in particular, like we said, you're a great place for gifts, that is for sure,
Thank you.
and all things paper. But when it comes to weddings, I mean, what is your most favorite part?
Meeting the couples, they're in such a special time of their life. They're happy, they're excited, and like I said, we're the kind of the last step of appointments before
Right.
the big day. So they are really ready and energized. Whereas at the beginning, they're kind of stressed out and freaked out about all the decisions they have to make. When they come to me, they're kind of like, okay, let's do this.
We can do
Let's do this. So
Okay, I love asking for tips, especially from somebody who knows. So just a few quick hits. How far in advance do I mail my invitations?
you want to mail them 6 to 8 weeks prior to your wedding. I encourage 8 weeks just to give, especially lately, the mail's been a little bit wonky. So I'd say 8 weeks. If it's a destination wedding, I'd even go 10.
Right.
But a lot of brides are doing save the dates too, so that if it is a destination wedding, I encourage that. Put it on the calendar well in advance so people can plan their travel around that. But you want to set your appointment with us to take a look at invitations about 4 to 5 months before the wedding, just to give you ample time, because you've got to think about addressing, stamping, stuffing, and you don't want to be stressed, and you don't want to be last minute on that stuff. Now, granted, we have done turnaround in like 2 weeks before. It's not super enjoyable for the customer because they're stressed about getting them in the mail, but give
But
yourself
you've
plenty of
done it.
time. Give yourself plenty of time.
And plenty of time makes things a lot easier. What about your advice on those people who see the RSVP, they see the date in which you would like them to respond, they haven't responded yet? What do you do?
Well, a lot of couples do reach out to the bride, to the guests, excuse me. So we kind of encourage on the reply card on the back to put a little notation, a number, and then the bride and groom have a spreadsheet, and each number is attached to a guest.
Smart.
So that if they get a card back and it doesn't have a full name on it, isn't filled out all the way, or if they are missing a card, a number, then they know that those are the folks that they haven't heard from. So it kind of helps with that process. And really, young people especially, they don't really know how important that RSVP is until they've had a wedding. Once these young people get married, they realize what it takes to, each person that is a guest is another table setting and everything. It's a lot. You think, oh,
Yes.
they won't miss me. Well, they would if you RSVP'd and they didn't go. So
And you don't. It's like with motherhood. People will tell you things, and it isn't until you've gone through it. Oh,
Absolutely.
they were actually right about this. And I remember, and don't hold it against you, but who didn't show up? Because then you, not only are you thinking about, oh, okay, that did miss. I did miss out on that, but there's a financial commitment that
Absolutely.
your brides, your grooms are making. So yes, get those RSVPs in there, and
Yes.
then.
And if you don't hear from them, I say, these are your people that you're inviting to your special date. Pick up the phone, call them, shoot them a text message. Most of the time, most people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, feel awful that they haven't responded. But all in all, many people do send their reply cards back.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And they're coming. They just might be a few minutes.
They
few
might be a
minutes,
little
few
tardy,
days.
but they'll be there.
Yes, but they will be there. Is this, do you wake up in the morning and just go, this is what I love to do?
It's so great. I'm so lucky. This is so much fun and to do, because like I said, this is the best time of their life and they're excited, and to be part of that and to be able to help them with that, I love
get
it.
to play a role.
I get to have a really, my job is pretty great, yeah.
Okay, again, so for people who don't know, regardless, of course, we are very proudly located over in Southern Indiana, but we have all kinds of guests and partners and things who are located on both sides of the river, which we appreciate. Cartwheels is so easy to find. I'll let you tout that once again, because I know you also gave a shout out to some of your fellow local businesses.
That's right. We are in Chenoweth Square, right in the heart of St. Matthews. It didn't take me very long to get here from the store at all. Quick jump over the river. And yes, it's locally owned merchants, the whole square. So come and spend the afternoon and stroll and have lunch. And we do have a very large group of folks from Indiana that come and shop with us.
I know.
You probably know them.
Shout out also from Regalo, which is down the street from us, and they thank you for not just being supportive to those in Chenoweth Square, but supportive of all of the various locally owned businesses. That means a lot.
That's what it's all about.
Well, I appreciate you, Meredith, taking the time. She's going to stick around with us. We've got something special coming up. But recently, I had the opportunity to hop over to Calla Spa. There's one located over in Louisville, but there's also an incredible rejuvenation center that's up in Floyd's Knobs. And, well, just take a look. Olivia, here at Calla Spa, you are known for making people look as good as they feel. It's all things wedding. So what are some kinds of things and treatments and services that you might suggest for someone who is a planner, whether that's a year or 2 years out?
Okay. Perfect. As everybody knows, wedding can be very stressful and time consuming. So coming in for a complimentary consultation would be the most beneficial for them to get a plan to make sure they feel the best and look their best for their special day. Even it could be surgical procedures with our doctors. That would be more so like a year out plan. Something that I can provide the services is in injectables. So I really tell patients at least a month prior to get the full benefits in case we need touch-ups and things like that. They could come as early as 2 weeks, but really I suggest at least a month out or 3. As far as the esthetician, you could do a hydrofacial like 2 to 3 days prior to your wedding to get that glow. She also provides microneedling services. Those are done in series, so at least a 3-month period, I would say. So it's very beneficial for them to come in and get a plan for us to make sure they look their best.
Your skin is phenomenal.
Thank you.
So can you give us any hints as to what you do?
Yes, so skincare is the base, the foundation. So we really educate patients here. Skincare is the way to go. Then we can build upon that. So if you're wanting textural things, you can see Sarah for microneedling, pills, facials, and then if you need to restore volume or fine lines and wrinkles, you can come to me for fillers, Botox, those types of treatments.
What do you see from, whether it's brides, grooms have finally figured it out. We're not just leaving it to the ladies.
They get treated as well.
Grooms, family members. What do you hear from people the most? What do they want? Because like you said, weddings can be stressful, even if it's good stress.
Yeah. So we mainly see women. There are males that come in here as well, but especially the bride, the mother of the bride. Obviously, the aging affects the patient. So a lot of loose skin or volume loss, the fine lines and wrinkles. So again, they can benefit from fillers, Botox to add volume, as well as fine lines and wrinkles. We have a new procedure, which is the threads. That is a non-surgical procedure, but it actually lifts the tissues of the face. So that is very popular right now. And then they can go to Sarah and get a microneedling treatments, hydrofacials to give them that glow. Men do come in. They mainly do get the hydrofacials, but they do as well get the Botox as well.
It's time to catch up. We've got some great services. I'd love to hear that. I'm trying to push the love of my life toward this. And once he experiences, then he goes,
then they're hooked.
Oh, I've been missing out all the time. Well, what's most gratifying for you, especially when you know you've helped somebody, like I said before, look as good as they want to feel on that big day?
Yeah. Usually the fillers, because they're more instant. So when the patient gets that mirror and you walk them up to the front of the mirror, they're just stunned and they're like, oh. And I'm the more of a natural injector, so I want them to look refreshed and still keep that natural look. So the fillers are more gratifying to me because it's more instant.
So the first thing that someone should do, though, give you a call. Consultation.
Yes. I would advise maybe just come in a year before your wedding. You can always come back and revisit till we get that plan together. But usually you can do treatments up to a week prior to your wedding.
Okay, well, thanks for taking the time. And just a reminder, you don't have to be getting married to benefit from coming to Calla Spa. I think I need to look around and have a little consultation in just a moment. Thank you again for taking the time.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh, sorry, I thought we had a little dust on. These are about 8 years old. Thanks for joining us for Extol Live. I'm Angie Fenton. And both of these are from Tony Bennett Photography. We were fortunate enough to have Tony to capture our wedding. We also had Antonio Pantoja, who was our videographer. Oh my gosh, now I'm thinking about things. Gunnar Dethridge did my hair and makeup. And did my hair, and Rick Bancroft did my makeup, and then Butch Sager made my wedding dress. And I just have to tell you, we're talking all things wedding today. And I actually put on my wedding dress, and I thought I was going to wear it. I'm this far. I almost called Jason in as I'm zipping. I was like, I'm gonna have to go. And there's no way that I can sit here and do a live stream, but I will tell you what, within a month, I'm gonna zip that puppy right up and I am gonna wear it. It was a dress that was handmade by Butch Sager, who now lives in New Orleans, but he used to design costumes for a variety of people, including Derby Dinner Playhouse at one point. Well, and I look at this and I just have great memories. We're coming up on our 8th anniversary, and even though we didn't do anything for our anniversary last year, the lucky number 7, we're gonna do something for that 8th anniversary. But again, we're talking all things wedding today, and it has been a lot of fun, lots of vendors, and coming up at the very end of Extol Live, we'll be sharing some discounts. But right now, if you are with us, we're going to name winners 1 week from now, but we're giving away a dinner for 2 to Vincenzo's. Of course, you know Vincenzo's, it's downtown. I mean, it's just ornate and wonderful and historic restaurant. We love Vincenzo. So dinner for 2 minus the tip, tax, and alcohol. That's for legal purposes. And then we're also giving away a beautiful, beautiful set of earrings from Kincaid Jewelers, which is over here in New Albany. We love the owners as well. And that is a value of $150. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is go ahead and comment. If you are watching this right now, comment, and let's keep with the theme of love. It doesn't have to be wedding related, because you don't have to be a bride or groom to enjoy dinner to Vincenzo's or these beautiful earrings. Tell us about someone you love, or share a picture of someone you love. Love is in the air, and we will announce that winner 1 week on August 23rd, and we'll let you know who those winners are. So go ahead and show us who you love, tell us who you love, and you will automatically be entered into the drawing to win. We will randomly win it, and then we will share it. But speaking of things that we love, Poppin' Flavors in Jeffersonville is certainly one of those places, and they also have a variety of things that will make your wedding, well, poppin'. What's poppin'? Come on, Jack Harlow could say it. I know it's not as cool coming from me, but just take a look. Love is popping up everywhere with Poppin' Flavors. Tracy, this is probably one of my most favorite favors that you'd receive at a wedding, because you know that it is going to get used and not just put in a drawer to look at, like, oh yeah, I forgot I put this in here. It's gone, because your popcorn's delicious.
Thank you. I'm excited about it.
So how do people order personalized? Like, I'm looking at this one, Love and Laughter, Happily Ever After. I mean, you can personalize things with your labels.
Yes. So when a bride calls and wants to do something different for their baby shower, bridal shower, for their bachelorette party, they order popcorn. And what we can do with that is make sealed individual bags, or we have a little bit larger bags such as these here, or even an 8-ounce smaller bag, or 6-ounce smaller bag. So what that does is that it provides them with something that you don't have to put in the drawer. Right. Something that will provide a affordable snack while you're taking pictures and while your guests are still there. And they can take that with them. You can send it off with your proposal boxes. We have had brides do a little bit of everything for those bags, and they're a lot of fun. You can personalize them with hashtags. We have people that have slogans and things with their weddings, which I've never knew. I've been married for 25 years. I didn't know about slogans until, hashtags. I'm like, I want a hashtag for my wedding, but a lot of women or the brides, they have hashtags. We've done, rainbow weddings and partners.
And you can do rainbow popcorn as well. I know that one very well.
We have customizable flavor. Your wedding can go with flavor no color, color no flavor, which means if you have a specific color for your wedding, so let's say you're doing a wedding color blue and purple, we can customize that color for you to match your entire theme for that with no flavor at all. Or it can taste like blue raspberry and green apple, or blue raspberry and grape. That's what, it can taste like that, or just butter in that regards, or just a sweet flavor in that regards.
How does somebody start that process, and how soon especially?
Okay, based on the quantity of people that they're having for their wedding, we really would like at least a 2-week notice for that order. They can order directly online at poppinflavors.com and place their order, and they'll give us a call and let us know that they're having a wedding. They can come inside and let us know, and we can fill out the order form with any hashtags or sayings that you would like on there, and flavors. Some people, if we know that you're having an open bar, then we would suggest spicier flavors or savory flavors. If you have children coming, you want to add them a little sweet, a little cookies and cream and birthday cake in the mix. Some people don't have wedding cakes. They're going away from that and doing alternative things. So then we add in a birthday cake as your sweet flavor in addition to your popcorn bar. We can do popcorn and candy. We've started doing that. We've had people that wanted us to be at the wedding to do the bar. So we have a whole popcorn bar laid out with the popcorn spilled over, and we scoop it for them. And it helps with transmission of the popcorn to the individual, and they don't have to be all over the flavors. We can do a little bit of anything and everything in regards to that.
Plus, how much fun is that to add poppin' flavors right there at your wedding, at your event, whatever it is, and you're on site.
Yes. One of the best ones we did just recently, we had a bar, and they had the popcorn along with the charcuterie board.
Oh my goodness.
Charcuterie.
I know, it's one of those words.
One of those words. Yes, so they had popcorn mixed with that, and it was the prettiest layout.
I can taste that.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun to be able to lay that out along with them that designed it. It was a lot. It was Stumblers that designed it, so we were able to add that in there.
Yeah, they do beautiful work.
A lot of fun.
You own Poppin' Flavors with your husband Al. We
Yes.
love Al. People see him so often back there, cooking and making the popcorn and everything. You have to pick one.
Okay.
Your go-to flavor.
Ooh, bacon cheddar.
Oh,
Bacon cheddar.
That is
with a
so
good glass of wine.
Ooh, that is so good. I'll tell you, you said candy for like the young ones, and my 6-year-old loves pickles, and she loves your pickle
loves pickles.
flavors.
Yes, and I love her for loving my pickles. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. So again, anytime that someone has a specific flavor and they are like, I have to have this one, I do like doing like the groom may like only spicy. So we'll have a groom side and just like, a little sign that says groom side, bride side. You pick, and we can be as creative as you want in regards to your
I
wedding.
like that.
So it's a lot of fun.
Spicy groom. I think I'm married to one. And sweet bride.
Yes.
He might be like, yeah, right. You better get red hot and double popcorn. Oh, no.
I have a sweet and sassy cheddar jalapeno and caramel mix. That
We're
works.
a good mix.
Yeah, that's a good mix. Yeah.
Okay, 25 years of marriage.
Yes, and it was June 19th, 25 years.
What one piece of advice would you give to the happy couple who's getting ready to walk down the aisle?
Be friends. Remember, that's your friend. That's your friend first. Always remember that is your friend. Can't both be mad at the same time.
Right.
Know how to walk away. And everything is not an argument. Regardless of whatever else happens, that's the one you chose to trust.
I'm gonna throw this in there. Eat some poppin' flavors while you're at it,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden everybody's happy. Again, that website, which makes the whole process begin. Although I would recommend you've got to come inside here. Love your shop. You
Thank
can even
you.
eat your popcorn and enjoy and hang out. But the website that people can go to.
Poppinflavors.com. It's POPPIN. Poppinflavors.com.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do my shopping like I normally do. Whoops, sorry, Tracy. 114 years ago, Abersold Florist became a small business here in New Albany. This is Lara. Now, it's Abersold Colette.
What's Laura Colette, but I am an Abersold.
And
Yes.
she's an Abersold in there. 4 generations, though.
Yes.
Lara, talk about how that transpired, because that would mean great.
Okay, so my great grandfather started, then my grandpa, and then my mom and dad, and now me. And my mom and dad are still there. They kind of come in every day to help, and so it's a family business, definitely a family business.
And for those of you who are in Southern Indiana, you will know her father. He's a longtime council member, and he's much loved in the community, as is all of your family.
Thank you.
But flowers, I mean, flowers for so many different occasions. Flowers mean so much. We're talking about all things wedding, and what I didn't realize is how symbolic flowers can be. I mean, my knowledge, it ends with red roses are for love, yellow roses are for friendship.
Right.
And that's it. That's
There's
all I know.
Well, I brought some today, and I'm going to have you put together a bouquet, if that's okay.
It's okay. I
Okay.
trust you.
All right.
Okay, Laura, what are we starting with? This, oh my gosh, I just lost the name of it, but I love when they're in big,
Yes,
beautiful
this
bushes.
is a hydrangea.
Hydrangea.
I love them for wedding bouquets. Well, I love them for everything, but they're just lots of volume.
Yes.
They're dainty, feminine. They're really pretty. So we're going to start with 2 of these
Okay.
together, and I'm going to have you hold them. And sometimes when you make a bouquet, you do want to take off some of this extra greenery. So we're
Okay.
going to do that. I'm going to give those to you. They mean perseverance.
Oof. That's good for a wedding.
Yes. And then we're going to go with some roses. I went ahead and took off all the leaves because it's easier to work with when you're going to start threading things down. So these are just some pretty roses. I'm going to give you a couple of them, and you're just going to put them around the hydrangeas.
What do you call this in terms of color? What do I ask for?
This, I think it's called mother of pearl is what we call it.
Because it is, I mean, it's a very faint. Oh gosh, they smell so good, but you smell this all the time, so.
And I don't smell them very often anymore. But you're right, roses have different meanings.
Right.
You know, a lot of people think all roses mean love, which they kind of do. I would say red, love, yellow, friendship, pink, happiness, orange, no, pink is pretty, orange is happiness. And this is, I guess it would be kind of in the, maybe a purple, lavenderish kind of color. So
Oh, it
maybe
is.
royalty is what purple means, so possibly. You're doing great. Just keep
Am I doing
you're
great?
Doing great. Yeah. You're doing really well. Then let's go with these. These are anemones.
Okay, so I know the word anemone, sea anemone. So these are literally called anemones.
Anemones,
I don't know if we
yes.
can get a close up on that stunning interior of that.
And they come in like white, red, purple, shades of purplish, a bluish color maybe. But they're really pretty for weddings. A lot of people like them.
I think these are phenomenal. I don't know that I've ever seen these or known that I've
Really?
seen them.
They're really nice for bridal bouquets.
Oh.
It's forsaken love is kind of what that symbolizes.
Forsaken love.
Yep.
Ooh.
I like how you're putting them around. And you always want to use 3 because I think 2 make it look like
Okay.
an eyeball.
So the rule of 3?
maybe if you're using these, but you might want to pop one right in the middle there too. You can
Okay.
just thread it right in between your hydrangeas. There you go. Because you want to make it interesting.
She says, I just thread it right through there. One of us is the professional, one of us is not.
I think you're doing really
Am
well.
I?
Yes, you are. You're doing really well.
I just want you to be, I'm just going to call you and say,
Well, you
Laura,
can.
am I doing okay today?
You
Okay,
are
so
doing
what
great.
about these?
Oh, okay. So this is a ranunculus. It's in the buttercup family. I love these because of all the petals. I just think they're just delicate and pretty. I just think they're really nice. And it gives it a different texture too with your bouquet. So just kind of put those in. I'll give you a couple
Okay.
more of those too in here.
Does this have any certain significance?
Oh, it means charm.
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 Love that.
Well, I thought I had a couple more in here. Yep, here I do. Give you a
They're
couple.
hiding.
They are. They're a little shorter than the other stems,
Oh, okay.
but I think they're really pretty.
Yeah, I love, those petals are phenomenal. You see that? Oh, beautiful.
And let's just put that on the opposite side.
Okay.
There you go. And then let's do this. I love stock. This is called stock. It means happy life.
Happy life.
Yes. And it
Pour 'em on, Laura. We want all brides and grooms to have happy lives, right?
That's right. And I love
Okay.
this because it gives you another texture of giving yourself a little point so it's not all round.
Now-
Maybe stick one right there.
Okay, so do you see how, I mean, my probably ineptness is making them stick up, but at the same time, I'm
You
looking.
do want some.
So give it a little
Yeah.
bit of height.
You do. You want to make it interesting. You want it to kind of to move these around so they're not all together.
Okay.
And then we're going to go in with some color, and we can add this now if you want to. This is wax flower.
Wax
It
flower.
has kind of a lemony smell.
Ooh, hang on.
We can put a little bit of that in there, and we'll just kind of
Ooh.
move that around.
Are these edible?
I don't think so.
Okay, I won't bite them.
No.
But they smell
do smell,
delicious.
yeah.
They really do. They
Yeah.
have a really nice
They do have
citrus.
a nice little smell to them. So we'll give you a little bit of that. And then this is called Calisthenia Heather.
Gosh, that smells
Doesn't
good.
that smell good? Yeah. I think the stock smells good.
Oh, and look at that. That's gorgeous. Okay, you said this is
That's Calisthenia Heather.
Heather.
Just a variety of heather. It comes in like this pink color and it comes in white.
Oh, I love
You're
this.
just going to add that to it. And then I think we're going to maybe add a little bit of this, just because it's in season.
And what is?
This is Celosia.
Say it one more time.
Celosia.
Celosia. I just like saying celosia. It's okay.
It doesn't really have a smell.
No smell, but it definitely has a feel.
It
and
does.
You can hear that.
And you know you can dry it.
Oh, I bet you. I bet this dries really
Yeah.
nicely.
Yeah, so we're going to put a little bit of that in there.
Okay.
Doing fantastic.
Oh,
Give you that. Okay.
you are the kindest.
And then we're just going to finish up with some greenery around it.
Right.
But in the meantime, while we're doing that, it gets kind of heavy. I'm going
Uh-huh.
to have you cut some of these stems off.
Okay.
And you can use these.
How short?
Well, you want it to hold, make sure you have it. If it's a wedding bouquet, you want to make sure you have a little bit of stem so you can hold it. Yeah, I'd say about right there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see if I can.
perfect.
Look out below. I've been known to cut things and they go flying. All right, what am I doing
Well,
wrong
just do
here?
like one at a time, possibly. You might be, instead of doing so many at one time.
Just, you're so kind. Maybe try the common sense approach here. Okay, I'll do that. I'm going all in. Oh, these little buggers right here are harder to cut.
Here, use this one. This
Okay.
might be a little bit.
Those are sturdy.
Yes, they are. That might get through a couple. at a
Ooh,
time.
there we go.
There you go.
Okay. Gosh. Are your arms amazingly strong? Because I feel like my forearms right now, if I did this often enough. One of our favorite friends of Extol is Mr. Spectacular from the OVW Wrestling. I think he would be jealous of my forearms. I mean, that is some
Yeah,
weight.
It gets heavy. Yes, it does.
But it's, oh,
You're making a really pretty bouquet. So then you just want to add a little bit of greenery around the edges.
I have to smell everything just in case.
Well, this is eucalyptus, so it does have a
It
smell.
does have a-
This
I-
is
I
silver
knew that
dollar
one.
eucalyptus, and then
Silver dollar. What's significance of? It
That looks like
it just
silver
looks
dollar?
awesome. We'll just say that, and that matters.
I just like the textures of it. And
I do
then
too.
this
I
is
like this.
like baby eucalyptus or guinea euc. And then we'll
So
give you
pretty.
another one of those on the other side.
Okay.
And then we're going to just finish it off. We're almost done with some lemon leaf or salal.
Lemon leaf.
And then let me clip this one off for you. Let me put that on the other side.
I am not one to pat myself on the back too often, but
think
I
you're
am going to
great.
tell you, I actually feel pretty dandy about this.
I think you're doing fantastic.
Okay, I'm going to,
Yeah, snip them
blunt
off the
these
same
off.
length.
okay. When it comes to who picks up the bridal bouquet, do you get an opportunity? Is it, ooh, I told you, look out below.
So then we're going to tie it off with some of this
And
anchor
that's
tape.
how you keep it all together.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm going to take it from you. I'm just
Okay.
going to tape this all up real quick here.
Do you get an opportunity to see the brides, to see the grooms?
Well-
Who usually picks up, or do you drop off?
We do a lot of delivery.
Yeah, I
We
bet.
do a lot of centerpieces and setting up
Oh,
decorations and
yes.
ceremony decorations. So we usually drop it off. Now, I don't really get to see the bride with a bouquet until later and with pictures because they're off getting ready when we do all the decorating for them. And we do have brides that pick up. So, you know, well, either way, we do both. You did a great job.
Oh my goodness.
So the last thing we can do is probably tie it off with like a pretty ribbon.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. I have like a little glue.
How, and as you're putting that little dot on there and doing this, how far in advance should someone start?
Start with the flowers. I'm already booking out for next fall. So October's a really popular month. So,
Yes.
and I can only do 2 to 3 a week, and I kind of keep it at that because I want to make sure I can do them right. So once they, they give me their date, they reserve the date, and then we can meet and discuss flowers later on if they want. But usually they come in, and I'm already doing for next October already. So, and it's here before you know it. So I stuck a little glue dot there, so you just peel off that back side of the
Okay.
tape.
I do love to hear that, the echoes of the wedding industry roaring back. I mean,
Oh,
it just,
yeah.
it's hopeful.
It is.
It gives people lots and lots of hope.
It is.
But we're talking about weddings today, but you provide flowers for everything.
Everything. We're a full service florist. We do everything every day, whether it's anniversary, weddings, sympathy, birthdays, get well. We deliver all through southern Indiana, all through Louisville, Kentucky, that area. And we do that every day. So.
What's the best part about your job? I mean, because I think one of the funniest things, so when Laura walked in, I went, oh my gosh, it smells amazing. But you're around it,
I
all the
am,
time.
all the time.
And so when we do things, and I think that's in anything in our life that we do often, it may be different than someone who does it for the first time, but what is it about this industry for you? I mean, 4 generations means something.
You know what? I love my job, and I just kind of push that on there, and you're done. Because every day is different. I never
Yeah.
really know what I'm going to do when I walk in the doors. It could be meeting with 3 different brides all day long, or doing an event, or setting up, a lot of different unique things, and every day's different. So that's what I like.
What advice do you have for someone who, okay, so I went and I got my beautiful bouquet, and I know that it's time to change the water, but I want your flowers to last a little bit longer.
Okay.
What do I do? Because we blunt cut them because of that look
Right.
that everybody's trying to achieve. But when it comes to, because I love flowers and plants at home, how do you cut them?
Well, you would want to cut them with a knife.
Okay.
You want to cut them at an
Away.
angle so it can take up water. You want to make sure that when you do cut, you don't want to cut into any of the bark or the stem, because that way it would have like an air pocket, and then
Okay.
bacteria would grow into it, so you don't want to ever do that. You just want to change your water and keep it fresh. You could put like some lemon lime soda in it. That would help.
Really?
Yeah, something citrusy like that. There are packets of flower food you can pick up at your local oh my goodness, florist.
Yes.
At the grocery store. Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Yes.
Where'd that come from? Your local florist. And we have them, and you can put that in your water.
Is that the same kind of thing as the lemon lime?
Kinda, yeah. It's just like a citric acid. kind
Okay,
of
so
put in
you
your
just
water.
got a little hack here, okay?
Yeah, you can
So
do
if you
that.
run out of the packet, then Add a little bit of Sprite in there.
Right.
I'm going to ask upcoming, soon-to-be bride, Alexis Gregory of Stumler's Catering, to come around, because while I love holding this, I think a bouquet looks good on her. And I know we don't have a mic on you right now, but if you don't mind, I'm going to actually have you step out over there. And Alexis, you can just pose right there, because Catherine will be able to go up and get into that bouquet just to really show it. Do keep in mind that I am the one who styled that and not one of the professionals at Abersold Florist. But you did direct me very, very well, and I really appreciate that. It's tremendous though to hear how people are just looking for big weddings and looking to commune with people. What do you hear most often about trends with flowers and bouquets?
Well, a lot of the ones we're doing now are these softer muted colors. I do have some fall ones come up that have the really bright, vibrant colors. And one of the flowers is the Dahlia, and it's in season right now, late summer. And I just love these flowers because we get them from a local grower up in Fredericksburg.
Oh my goodness.
They have
Look
just lots of little petals. They're just, and they come in all different colors.
Okay, I'm just gonna move over here. This isn't part of your bouquet, but if you don't mind holding that there so that we can see the inside of those petals, that is a stunning dahlia.
Yeah, dahlias are just beautiful. I love them.
Oh my gosh.
So coming into the fall, lots of colors like that.
That's a nice, rich, deep color, very detailed.
Burgundies, reds, orange.
You're gonna pull up one of my favorite flowers,
Calla Lily?
the Calla Lily. Yes.
This is such a pretty flower.
I don't think you can go wrong with the Calla Lily. Absolutely gorgeous.
They're just very sleek, modern looking. And you can just do a whole bouquet of those. I think are very elegant.
Is there any advice that you have for brides and grooms who try to dry and keep?
Well, there is a silicone stand you can buy, and you can kind of put your flowers down in it and cover it completely. I don't do it anymore because the bouquets are bigger and I just don't have the space to do it. But they can go to a craft store and buy that and, dry it themselves. A lot of people will dry just little pieces of the flowers and things. So you can do that as well instead of the whole bouquet.
I'm sure somebody out there has had better luck than I did. I think it was Aquanet. I'm looking at my husband. I'm pretty sure we sprayed 2 cans of Aquanet.
That's a no-go.
It didn't work. It didn't work. It was not a hack that worked. So we don't have any remnants. No, it wasn't good.
No.
It was not good.
You stick that in here.
But that's good to know. Go to your local craft shop, Ben Franklin
and they have the stuff there. They should.
Oh, okay, Alexis, definitely walk on over here. I want to do a side-by-side comparison real quick. Oh yeah, I can definitely tell who did which one. But you're a great teacher, that's for sure.
I think you did a great job.
Muted colors. What colors are you sharing, or is that a secret?
No, we're kind of doing that same thing. Just some muted ivories, taupes, some browns, just very natural type of colors.
I absolutely love it. Oh, and that anemone, I can't get over that. And I just want to say this about Abersold Florist as well. One, we love partnering with you. We love seeing the fresh flowers. Flowers just make everybody happier. They just do. But one particular day I will never forget, it was the morning of my daughter's kindergarten graduation. I'm already that mom who just has a moment and, I'm in tears. And we did not want to just, you said grocery store. I was thinking grocery store. But I was thinking grocery store.
Yeah.
And I told Jason, I don't want to get her flowers from the grocery store, but we were cutting it close because it was such an early morning graduation, and I pulled into your parking lot, and your crew saw me out there and opened the doors early, and I said, I just need a little bouquet for my little kindergarten graduate, and you all made me a bouquet. I bought her, it was like a ball with a fairy sleeping on it, you know what I'm talking about? Oh, which she loves. And you all made my day. And then I cried all the way to her school with the flowers, and we're gonna see her. But that meant a lot. That meant a lot because you know the places that go, sorry, we open at 8 o'clock. It's 7:50 right now.
Oh,
We're
no,
not
we open
opening
early.
until 8 o'clock or even 8:01. But you did that. And I know it's because you love the community.
Exactly.
And you go the extra mile and so many things. So
Yes.
thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming in.
That truly, truly meant
Yeah.
a lot.
Well, we've been here for 114 years, so we are definitely part of this community.
There's a reason why you've been here for 114 years. Okay, I feel like we need to have the wedding march or something here. Alexis, I've almost lost my train of thought. Thanks again to Abersold Florist. It's all things wedding today, but I just encourage you to utilize them for all of your flower and plant and gifts. We didn't even get to gifts, but in gift needs, they have all kinds of wonderful things. Speaking of wonderful things, Kincaid Jewelers in New Albany off Charlestown Road, very near Northside Christian Church. They have some amazing jewelry there, lots of beautiful, beautiful things, and that includes the husband and wife owner couple. Take a look.
I'm Julie Taylor Kincaid.
And I'm Les Kincaid, and this is our store, Kincaid Jewelers.
We opened our store in January of 2021.
We work together in the retail business and with 4 others. And with COVID, we decided to get out of Louisville and came on our side of the river and thought this would be a great adventure. This is our first retail establishment together.
Yes.
And it's been a great adventure for sure. Personally, I'm second generation. My parents had a jewelry store in Tacoma, Washington, so the other coast. My dad was a bench jeweler and manufacturing, and I started with him when I was 13, so 1963. That's been a long time.
And for me, I started out working part-time in 1986 and just grew to love the business and went into full-time work and have been doing this for 33 years. I believe we're known for our custom work and helping customers reimagine their jewelry, giving it new life in a second generation, and creating heirlooms for them to pass down.
It's generally a mix of different stones, even types of stones, certainly different sizes, yellow or white gold, whatever. And they want to see what they can incorporate, how they can incorporate those heritage pieces in one or more pieces that they can wear today with the memories of their grandparents, their moms, and their dads.
Seeing their faces when they pick it up, it will either be squeals of elation or tears of joy. So that makes our job worth every blood, sweat, and tear we put into it.
It's truly amazing, especially when somebody goes and can't say anything. It's, wow, it's special. This area has just tremendous people, great reception. We haven't met a bad person yet.
Lovely group of people.
Really?
People needing different choices for jewelry. It's a dying art to have a jeweler, especially a second generation jeweler. There's not a lot left. Many have closed their doors, and we are just so happy to be here to provide another option for people.
But as far as when you're talking to your clients, they're giving you clues, and a lot of times they don't even know. So you're trying to interpret, how can I incorporate how they feel into each individual piece. And that's where the fun comes in designing, and it truly makes it one of a kind. And that's what makes it special to them.
It is a passion that we take very serious because we know that jewelry is so personal to each person, whether it's an anniversary, a birthday, an engagement. It's so very personal. So to be a part of their story is just exciting for us. That's why we get up and open our doors every day.
We offer quite a variety, first of all, style, color, uniqueness that people are constantly commenting on. Oh, we don't see this somewhere else. So
we have a price point for everyone that comes in the door. If you want to spend $50 or under, up to $50,000, we have a price point for you. We love colored stones. We love unusual colored stones. So that's kind of a passion that we look for, the unusual, something that you're not going to see in every other store. So we just feel really proud of our small boutique and the selection that we have selected for everyone in the community to come and see. It's a little bit of who we are, the jewelry that we select. Our bridal is so fun to work with new grooms or new fiancés coming in, and we offer semi-mounts as well as already put together engagement rings. You can choose your loose stone or choose your mounting, or we can custom make something for you. So we want to do it however the person sees that they want to build their story with their fiance. We do wedding bands, anniversary bands. We cover the bridal, everything from engagement to the 50th anniversary. It's just a really special area of our business that we love.
Many people bring in pictures and they would like, well, can you do this with this ring and put things together, change the designs. That makes it special to them. And a good number of the wedding rings that we sell is how that happens. Yeah, special. So we specialize in special.
Can you see those there? These are my favorites from Kincaid Jewelers. I absolutely love them. I wear them every day. They have one of those butterfly backs so they don't fall out. I'm really simple. I have the best intentions of wearing all kinds of jewelry, and then it just never ever happens. Love Kincaid Jewelers. These are not quite the earrings that we're going to be giving away from Kincaid. In fact, I love these, but I think the set that we're giving away are even more beautiful. We'll post a picture of those, but we are giving away a dinner for two to Vincenzo's, and we're giving away separate gifts, a pair of earrings from Kincaid Jewelers. All you have to do to be eligible for either one of those is just in the comments, tell us, who do you love? Show us, who do you love? Post a picture, tell us who it is, and then next week on our live stream, where we have a bunch of great guests who are gonna be there, we will announce the winners of those. Gotta just add this caveat in there, Vincenzo's can't wait to welcome you there. They welcomed our own Fred Reynolds, who's behind the camera. They have amazing food. They're a staple over in Louisville. Just a quick hop if you're in Southern Indiana. But that's dinner for two. Only thing they're not including tax tip and adult beverages, and I'm pretty sure we all understand the reasons for that. But again, dinner for two to Vincenzo's. You can enter to win that, or also you can enter to win a beautiful pair of earrings from Kincaid Jewelers. Just jump on the comments, tell us who do you love, or show us a picture of who you love. it's all about weddings today, but you know we love dogs, we love cats, we love the furry ones as well. So this is open to anyone. You don't have to be just a bride or groom, but we do have some things that are special specifically for brides and grooms. And Meredith from Cartwheels Paper and Gifts over in Chenoweth Square in Louisville 1, we appreciate you partnering with us and being so supportive, not just only of us, but of other local businesses. But you are also offering up something for brides and grooms.
Yes, thank you. We're doing 20% off if you mention the Extol this episode. If you mention that on come into the store, and we will do 20% off of your wedding suite, of your wedding invitations. So we're going to do that through the month of September.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So we are going all the way through September with that. Just mention Extol. They're going to know what you mean. And we love that. And then I'm going to move down here. Maddie from Momily, you brought out all kinds of great gifts and apparel. I'm coming to your shop. It's on my list for the weekend.
Perfect. Yes. So we are also doing 20% off one regular priced item of your choosing through August, through the month of August.
So get there, because I'm cleaning out the store. And then Laura, Abersold florist, 114 years in the community. You deliver on both sides of the river and for all occasions, not just weddings. And I know you wanted to offer something as well.
Sure, we're going to offer 20% off through the month of August as well, but on anything, so not just bridal. And just mention Extol when you order.
Well, we love that, and thank you. And again, we would like for you to make sure that if you want to win dinner for two from Vincenzo's or those earrings from Kincaid, jump in the comments, let us know who you love, show us who you love. And speaking of love, Alexis Gregory from Stumblers, your wedding, do you have a countdown on your phone? Like, did you?
I do.
You do have one. And we are getting there, but the date of your wedding is?
September 4th, 19 days.
And I didn't ask this, how are mom and dad?
They're good. They're super excited. They love Shane too. So, I mean, our whole families are getting along, have always gotten along. So it's just going to be, everybody's super happy.
After helping to prepare so many big days for so many other people, did you envision things being the way they are? Are you happy?
I'm very happy. I, didn't know what to envision exactly whenever we first started all this, but it's all coming together and it's all going to look very beautiful, and I'm excited for it all.
Well, I can't wait to be there, that's for sure. Thank you to all of you for taking the time to be here. Don't forget to jump in those comments and join us 2 p.m. on Tuesdays for Extol Live, presented by NWSB. Have a great rest of your day.